Hi everyone, it's Nat here, and today I thought I would do the much highly requested, if that even makes sense, shed tour and cage tour. So I'm just going to show you the shed first, and I've got to apologise first for all the noise you may hear in the background. I live in the countryside, so you'll probably hear a lot of birds and lots of noise, and probably some cats will join us too as well, so you might hear quite a bit of noise in the background, but hopefully that's not too bad. And yes, let's just get on with it. So the shed is 6 foot by 8 foot, and it's really old, so it doesn't look the best. It needs a bit of a paint, and I'd love to put a few more windows in it, or at least clean out the old one, because you can't really see out of it, but it does the job, I guess, and the pigs like it, so that's the main thing. So that's just a 6 foot by 8 foot shed, and I have no idea where we got it from because we didn't buy it. The old owners left 2 sheds behind, so this is the one of them, and like I said, it's 6 foot by 8 foot. To open the door, I currently only have these 2 pieces of wood, so one goes like that and one goes like that. It's out of focus, I know, but hopefully it'll go in focus in a minute. And yeah, that just keeps the door closed. It's nothing special. I do have a lock, which my dad still needs to put on there. I actually bought one the other day, so they will have a lock soon, but I'm in a very safe area, so I've not got the issue of people stealing them, and in terms of like getting out, they're locked away in their hutch overnight anyway, so they're fine. But yes, I will be putting a lock on there very soon. So they don't have a screen mesh door or anything yet because we're not that advanced yet, but they do have the part of Minstrel's old bunny business run just covering the front of the door, so that when I open it, they both don't come running out, which doesn't really happen anyway because they're usually locked in at night. But during the day, for example, if I was to come, they can't run out, and the cats can't jump or run straight in. Both the well, Tiggs can jump over this, but she wouldn't. She knows she's not allowed. I don't trust her. I'm not saying I would leave it open, but yes, that's just to stop either cats running in like really quickly or them running out, so that's just a bit of protection there. And it kind of goes around the shed. It just goes to there because I want to cover up this bit, and just here is a storage box with some food and toys. I will probably do all the guinea pigs toys and treats and chews and whatnot, so I won't show you that, but there's just a few bits and bobs in there. And then I have a barbecue here, which I still have. I probably should get rid of it, but the other shed is really full, so I'll probably stay in here for a little while longer. And just below it I have 2 logs, which are spares for underneath the shed. You may be able to see, I'll show you that in more detail later. And a bag of ready grass as well. The 2 substrates on the shed floor is just this tablecloth from, I have no idea where it's from actually. It's really old. It just has recipes on it, and it just works good as like a lino because it's really easy to wipe. So I just have this on the floor, and then I have this B&M fleece on the other side, and this just keeps it a bit warmer for the guinea pigs, and they much prefer running on this. And it's a bit softer as well, and there is newspaper underneath the areas that Truffle mainly wees on. They don't tend to wee in just like the middle, but like in the corner over there where there definitely will be a wee patch somewhere, there's lots and lots of newspaper underneath there. So that is just the substrate for the shed floor. So I've just stepped in the shed, and now I'm on the other side. So on this side there is just a cardboard box full of wood shavings. I also have a bag of Fibre First on there, but that's just because I was hand feeding them to the pigs. So if I take that off, there's just a dustpan and brush and a few camera things I've just popped on top. There's another lens in that sack and some memory cards and batteries in there, but obviously that's not there all the time. So that's just there because for temporary, just because I brought them down with me from the house. Next to the box, I just have a Fibre First cardboard box stuffed with hay, just so the pigs can have something to eat whilst they're out. They then have their strawberry house down there, which is just filled with newspaper at the moment because they do tend to wee in that, so that's just there. Right in front of me here I have a bendy log bridge, and they just love climbing all over this, so that's just right there. Then next to the strawberry house we just have the, what's it called, Just Said Pets tunnel there, and a few chew toys. We have Cordy the Owl, a seagrass ball I want to say, a little lollipop chew, a Just Said Pets flower cushion, a treat ball, and other Just Said Pets tunnel, which has gone a bit weird in the wash, so that looks a bit funny right now. I have another lollipop chew and also a cuddle cup from Steph's Piggy Paradise. As you can see, it's not spotless. There is a bit of mess everywhere, but hey, that's the reality of pigs, even you've just cleaned them out. Just down there also I have a food bowl, and that's just filled with the oxbow pellets and some fibre first as well. Then just along this gate, I'll just show you behind it first, sorry if you can see the shadows, the sun's just come in. I have a box full of stuff that part of it needs washing, a part of it's just because I have nowhere to put it, so it's just like Tupperwares and stuff, so that's just there behind this gate so the pigs can't get to it. And then in front of that I just have their little hay rack from Pets at Home, and that's to stop them from going behind here, and it works because they can't move this big solid piece of wood. Down the back there we just have the lid of the plastic carrier box which you saw before, and a carry case, just because I've put some bedding in there and it acts as a nice little like place to wee, because they like weeing in the corners, so if I put it there they tend to wee in there. Now moving on to the actual hutch, I'll just show you what's above it first. So I have a big hay bale there which I just feed them some hay from bales because it's so much cheaper and so much better. I prefer it a lot more, it's really green. And above it I just have a bag of wood shavings, those are the snowflake wood shavings. And next to it I just have the Bunny Business run and wall pieces, and as you can see I have another bit there just to stop them from going in between that gap. I also forgot to mention that underneath the hutch there is just pieces of wood just to stop them from going underneath there, and luckily they haven't discovered that yet, so they haven't yet pushed those back, but yeah, those are just there to stop them from going straight under. So just going into the hutch, this hutch is from Rose Cottage. It's from Pets at Home, and it's the Rose Cottage, and it's got 2 levels. I'm currently sat on the floor, so I'll show you the top one after and I'll do an overview after. But if we just start on the left, we have a hay rack, and that was just from the Rosewood range, I'm pretty sure. We then have a litter box, and that was from the Pet Hut, and in it has a few layers of newspaper, some wood shavings, and then some hay in it. I did put this in I think yesterday, and hence why it looks like such a mess, because they've both been lying in that overnight. But I'll top up the hay, and then tomorrow I will refresh it because I do those every other day. We also just have a large classic deluxe water bottle on the outside. Just below the water bottle I then have just another one of those logs underneath it, just to stop the bedding from coming through, because otherwise the bedding will come through those metal gaps and all onto the floor, and it's just a pain, so I just put that there to block it, and also it absorbs any of the drips that the bottle may do. So inside the hutch there is just newspaper on the bottom and wood shavings, like I said before. It's not spotless, you're gonna have to excuse that, but pigs are pigs and they're very messy. I then have the Nibble Bowl, which I got from Pets at Home a few years ago, but I'm pretty sure they still sell those. They also have a hay and hide little tunnel, and that was from Violet as well. And behind the tunnel they just have the ramp up to the 2nd level. And on this side they just have a litter tray. I can't remember where this litter tray is from because it's really old, but it also has newspaper, wood shavings and hay like the other ones, and there's little truffle. It's gone a bit bonkers, haven't you? You're doing a lot of laps. You doing laps? What are you doing? Are you right? She's really cute. So yeah, that litter tray is just there, and that's kind of it. They don't have many toys down here because their hutch door is always left open during the day, so they have all the floor and all the toys at the bottom to play with, and the hutch is literally just for night and sleeping. And if I clutter it too much, because they squabble quite a bit and they get on each other's nerves, they end up flying into things. So yeah, I like to keep it bare and empty, and also it clutters it because it's not exactly a big space. I forgot to say actually the hutch is 2 foot by 5 foot on each level, so it's plenty big for both of them, seeing as 2 foot by 5 foot is the minimum for 2 guinea pigs, so it's double that, and obviously they have the floor space as well. Okay, so now moving on to the top level. This level actually has a plastic coating at the bottom of the hutch, and therefore it comes with a little tray, which means that you can pull the tray out and clean it. Because I put so much bedding in, I can't pull the tray, but you just saw Minstrel run there. But yeah, it's still good because it has the plastic base of the bottom. They just have 2 classic Dulac water bottles. Just on the door of this one there is the Garland, and this is just a flower and heart one. and this is also from VA Vet. It has started to rain, so I'm sorry if you can hear that on the shed. That's typical England for you. It's nice and rainy, because why not? They then just have this chew tube up here. As you can see, I tend to just stick to tunnels in the hutch, so they have the two, and this is the other one, and this is just the purple and blue one, which they really like. And like everywhere else, it's covered in newspaper and wood shavings, and as you can see, that is their prime corner for weeing and pooing, and that's Minstrel, I tell you, because she's the one that was litter trained, so she tends to go to corners, whereas Truffle, as you can see, does it everywhere. So from here they can just get up and down the ramp, and then of course they can go into their little bedroom, which I'll just show you. Minstrel just ran out, but as you can see, there is a little pile of hay, some wood shavings and some newspaper, and they tend to eat a lot of this hay, and we don't poo on it on the same time, so I always refresh this and clean this section out. But yeah, it's a little covered section, and they both sleep in this at night just because it's a lot warmer, I'm pretty sure. So yes, that's just that top hutch side bit as well. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!